Alright, let's go. Only 4 minutes late, that's not so bad. Hey again, Katie. How's it going? Alright, let me know on the game audio this time. It should be pretty reasonable. Sounds good. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions, Katie. Happy to help. Alright. So we had just gotten to the save point. We're in the dark world. Haven't really explored here much yet, so let's do that now. Right, Katie. I don't think I've fought one of these yet. It's a big Ing. Warrior Ing. The guy tries to push me out of the circle, that's cool. You do regenerate life in these bubbles, which is probably a good mechanic. It would be really frustrating if, you know, you were just constantly worried about losing health in this game. It's a slow regen, but better than nothing, you know? Lightbringer. That's cool, so they're like a moving safe zone. Interesting. Like I want to go in there, but I don't really have any way to get in there, do I? Keep looking, though. Spending way too much time in the damaging area. Let's see. Hey Matt, how's it going? Can I like jump in there? I don't think so. Sorry. Can't get in through there. I might need to go down here and up, but I don't know how to get up there. Stand here for a second, kind of look around. Maybe we have to go this way? Maybe. I think this is right. Cool. It'd be nice to get some help from those. Oh, that's interesting. Might be able to morph bomb jump up there. Maybe not. I think I can only do 2 in this game. You get more, and you can do it indefinitely in Metroid, Super Metroid. Glad they even included it at all. They didn't have to. Hey Al, welcome. Oh man. Dark, so now that I'm switched over, I just saw your comment. Yeah, we'll be continuing Final Fantasy 14 on Sunday. Main story. Hope to be able to get into Heavensward by the following Saturday, maybe? We'll see. Guess I don't know how much time there is between the dungeons leading up to that point. Space jump powered. Alright. That is the kind of jump that I want. Interesting. Hey Burner, how's it going, man? That's gonna have to be my X. I think I have to fight it from down here. I got it. I can't shoot it from behind. I have to shoot it at its eyeball. And I can't shoot it when it has that little shadow circle around it. I guess that's something I could jump over. There we go. Soon. Got it. Got space jump. I love double jump in any game. How you doing, Burner? How's your Tuesday coming? Well, now we can climb up here. Cool. Let's take a look at the map. I don't think we can take any of the other exits out of here, so let's go this way. Ah, cool. They leave behind if you kill them. Safe zone. It's neat. I think we want to leave the Dark World now. Oh god, what game is it and why is it taking them so long? This is the one that's the independent vendor, I'm guessing, not Amazon itself. Noisy Jeremy, hey Kami, how's it going? Happy Tuesday. Been a while, German. You're good, man. It's not compelled. Were you playing Heavensward? Because that doesn't shock me. It's like everyone's like, "Hey, where's Kami?" It's like, dude, Heavensward just got released. Like he was only here on Thursday because it hadn't been released yet. He went to bed immediately afterwards, so he could get up at 2 a.m. to play it. Pretty smooth release, huh? I'm impressed. Everyone was saying, yeah, servers are going to be down for days, it's going to be horrible, and then I hear that it wasn't horrible. In fact, it was very smooth. Okay, we can go this way now since we opened it in the Dark World. Such a classic mechanic. Awesome. Did you take yesterday off to play it? Missile expansion. Nice. Yeah, it has been a while, German. How you been? Good to see you again. Well, it's good to have you. Nice, Kami. So the three of us being Matt, Hapax, and myself, are at level 50 with a bunch of Ishgard I-15 vendor gear that Flarewing brought to us. If we do nothing but dungeons this Sunday, the following Wednesday, and Saturday, so I guess that's 12 hours of playthrough, do you think that's enough time for us to get into Heavensward? I guess I'm not sure how much content there actually is and how many fetch quests there are in between the dungeons of the main storyline. Yeah, I hear that, and they got really good ones too. Like they got the guy who is Irenicus from Baldur's Gate, right? I'm pretty excited. Nothing but good comments on that on the Final Fantasy 14 subreddit. Hey Cappy, how's it going, man? Okay, we need to get sonic emitters. This is a warning to travelers, that's interesting. Saving ether. Doing well? Still trucking away on your archer, or your bard now? I hear you noisy. Every time, right? Although it gets to a point once you have like all the canonical best PC games and you pick them up on Steam sales that it doesn't hit you so hard anymore. You can kind of catch up on the sale pacing. Oh right, we can do this now. Cool. We could not before. Energy tank. Oh, you're talking about in Heavensward. Yeah, I'm just wondering if we can, given that we're fresh level 50s and haven't done any of the level 50 vanilla content or Realm Reborn content, do you think we can make it to Heavensward at all in 3 days of play? I'm not sure that we can. The fact that we have the Ishgard vendor gear might speed it up a little bit, since we don't have to do any gear grinding for the eye level thing. Oh, post 50 storage stuff. Oh, okay, right on. Gotcha. Okay, well we won't set high hopes. Oh, Cappy, that's such a cool fight. I really like the Titan fight. The music's really cool too. It's you'll see. All right. I can't go through any of those doors. I can go up here real quick. Hey, Mega Man. I hear Arkham Knight is like, you should play it on a console. Reddit's crapping itself about how bad the PC port is. I don't think there's anything new to do here. I just wanted to check that. Good choices, Noisy German. Papers, Please is a great game. I never actually beat it, so I'll have to do that on stream. Okay, so we don't need to be here. Let's keep looking around where we gotta go. I'm sure the game will pop up with a little... have pity on us, basically. Oh yeah, what's next week, Mega Man? Oh, that's cool. I can choose between Dark World and the regular world. It's already on. It's nice. It doesn't... This is one of my favorite hint systems in games. It doesn't pop up until you've been stuck for a while, so you can try to figure it out on your own first. We haven't seen it pop up yet, that's why I was checking. Oh, awesome. Yeah, it's pretty exciting to see a Jumpstars game not for a portable system. Well, I watched a bit of Jump Ultimate Stars gameplay and it looked pretty awesome. For the OG DS, I think it was. I guess I'll need to scan those guys. We'll get to them eventually. They appear and then die so quickly, though, it makes it non-trivial. You're non-trivial. Alright, there's 2 exits from this room that I can probably get to now that I have the space jump, so let's try it. We can probably get up here now. Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, that's really cool, Mega Man. Interesting. At least they gave you the refund option. Fez is a pretty cool game, though. I have it on 360. We'll probably do that one on stream. Its developer is kind of a douchebag. I don't know if you guys have seen this movie, Indie Game. It's a documentary on Netflix. It has the developers behind Braid, what else? Braid, Super Meat Boy, and Fez. Braid is one of the greatest games ever made, but Jonathan Blow, its creator, is an arrogant asshole. Phil Fish is super neurotic. He's the Fez developer, and then the Super Meat Boy guys are pretty cool. It's a really good documentary, though. It shows you what goes into making an indie game. Fez is Phil Fish, yeah. Phazon energy. Ooh. Phil Fish is the one I was saying is a douche. Jonathan Blow's just he's like an arrogant. Put it like, Jonathan Blow is an arrogant asshole, and Phil Fish is just kind of a douche. They both made really good games, though. I mean, it's like they're like rock stars, you know. You can really, really like some rock stars and not like their personality, but appreciate their art. The Super Meat Boy guys are pretty humble, though. If you like documentaries and you've got Netflix, you should probably watch it. It's a good time. Oh crap, I don't think I'm going to get to that. See, there's another one later. My last chance. Well, I'm not trying to 100% it, so we're letting it go. It's okay. Oh, high and mighty Phil Fish. Too good for us, huh? I like the new take on... I guess this game went for a more realistic style, whereas Metroid Prime 1 is slightly more stylized. Harness wind power, space pirates. Sure they don't call themselves space pirates. Or race. Phil Fish is the developer and creator of Fez, which is a really cool game. Kind of a retro style game. It's very pretty. Everything's hand animated by him. Got cool gameplay, but he's a diva. You should play it though. It is a good game. I'll be playing it on stream eventually. It fits the criteria. But you know, it's like you can like I guess Guns N' Roses without liking Axl Rose. Don't have Spider Ball yet. Love that it highlights stuff green that you've already scanned. That's so convenient. You know what teloric means? That means more. Pretty cool. There's your conveyance again, having the little bugs flying around the entrance of this cave. I blow up these guys from below, it would be cool. Apparently he doesn't notice the big explosions. No, I can't. Okay, good to know. They're all going through this dark portal. Interesting. Later, Noisy. See you next time. Ouch. Oh no, it sucks, Katie. You guess you could wait to pick it up, then just sell your extra stuff for now. You could probably safely vendor just about anything you find below level 20, level 15, because most of it can be purchased from a vendor anyway, so you're not going to get competitive prices on the market board. I guess hold on to Dynamite Webs. That's the only thing I can really think of it around your level that is realistically going to sell for anything. Phazon, ooh. What's Phazon doing here? That's like the Metroid Prime trilogy is all about Phazon. Present. Interesting. Spatial anomalies have been found within our base. Old dimension. Rift portal. Artifact opened up the dark beam by science team provides energy needed to open the portal. Oh, interesting. There's Phazon on Dark Ether, but not regular Ether. I love the like Dark World trope. Phazon extraction rage underway in Dark Ether. The atmosphere is taking a toll on our workforces. Cool. Looking forward to get survival gear so I don't take damage there. Be convenient. Imagine that's like the very last upgrade though. There's a lot of the game mechanics in Dark Ether are about moving from bubble to bubble. Let me read that again. It's the term origin of the Dark Twin. I don't know what you're talking about, Kami. None of us know what you mean. Alright. Breeding Metroids. Phazon Fever. Oh, interesting. I know you meant other M and I was pretending like it didn't exist. My only protection. They owe us a fate debt. Cool. Timid old spinsters, huh? And it's authorized mass breeding of Metroids. You don't see him evolve in Fusion, right? He's just like locked in ice until the very end. Definitely don't see a baby Ridley in Fusion. Portal control access denied. Sure. Cooldown cycle under. Okay. Data comrades, the hunter has hacked our data nets. All our secrets are now hers. She can't be allowed to escape. I don't know, did you get an X-Parasite version of Ridley? Maybe. I suppose that's fair. Sure. Of course. Got an elevator dough. Jump. Don't remind me about that game. Hey Vulcan, welcome. Alright, let's see. Whoa. Hey there, buddy. How about no? Ooh, Suikoden 3's on PSN. Is 1 and 2 already available for purchase? I love those games, but I no longer own them. And I understand they're very hard to find. Again, this is in its own way a kind of conveyance, having the space pirate shoot through the glass at you so you know that that glass can be broken with shots. Oh, awesome. Well, that will make it easy for me to stream them when we get to that. Let's see. I think... Dark Hunter analysis. She goes stronger, she consumes Phazon. Platinum AAA threat level. I used to own 1 and 2. I think I rented 3 or something. Really enjoyed the first 2 games. Luca Blight is a pretty great villain. No ships. Alright. Nope, that doesn't work the way I expected. That's okay, there might be another way to get in there later. Yeah, right. Oh boy. It's like the SAX, which always freaked me out in Fusion. Time for the Marines attacks. Not pets. Should go without saying. Energized door with dark energy to open it. Ah. I don't have access to that at the moment. Oh, it might be. This is clever again, like this stuff on the ground here points you in the direction of this cave. It would be pretty easy to miss it if you just walk straight forward here. It probably came up as a result of testing. Okay, so we can get in here via other means. Oh, right. Like being able to break the game, Cappy. Oh god. Humility class turret. Guess they're going to be pretty straightforward and not give you a scan for the lasers. Just assume that you know not to touch lasers. Hey, Quadraxis, welcome. Ah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like games where anything is missable, you know? Okay, good. Salt skiff. Although it's hard because you can't really write your game in the most interesting way. Ooh, Metroid. If you make it so nothing is missable, like you can't destroy areas then unless you find some hand wavy way to let you get stuff, like moving it to an auction house or something if you miss it. Maybe I was keeping Metroid constant state of vegetation. Wow. Doesn't sound good at all. It sounds like the opposite of good. Not excited to see a dark Metroid. Metroids are nasty enough without needing to be darkified. Yeah, they do. I remember that about Suikoden. Especially because it gives you such a big reward for 100%ing it. And all, welcome. Alright, let's go. Can't open that door yet, don't have the shadow gun. What's up, guys? How you doing, buddies? Yeah, right? Good way to put it. Talon Metroid, ooh. Vulnerable to dark energy. Interesting. Dark energy as well as ice, I take. Barely alive and being fed on by the Metroids. Cool. Suffering from food poisoning. Experimenting on Metroids. Hunter. Samus, Aaron, the accursed hunter has arrived. She's not secret destruction, but her phase-on. With each raid, she steals phase-on aura, only killing those who... Interesting, so... Dark Samus has been here before we got here. Whoops. Heavily scarred, wounds appear from repeated contact with its containment field. Right, Cappy. Good Pesno, welcome. Ah. Powered security barrier. Must be rotated. Interesting. Maybe y'all space pirates shouldn't build stuff with Samus Aran's suit in mind. Right? Oh, that's pretty cool, the way that works. I wonder... This game doesn't really have loading screens, right? I wonder if this is a fancy loading screen, because you notice how going through one side of the door blocks you from going through this door. So it would be very clever if, like, the reason it blocks you is because this area is not loaded anymore. It's loaded this area instead, and I would have to use the bomb again to unload this area and then load this area. It's smart. It's cool to pay attention for that. That's, God of War was one of the first games, the PS2, to really make, strides with that, not having any loading screens by hiding loading screens in, like, long hallways. Very clever. Pirate Air Retriever. The doors can be loading screens. Sometimes you'll have like a miniature hallway in this game. Like you'll open a door and then there'll be like a hall with, I don't know, 4 or 5 steps in it, and then another door. It's usually a secret loading screen. Yeah, elevators can be a little bit more obvious to the player that they're being forced to wait. I like ones where it's like making you continue to move. Unless if it's like Mass Effect and they have interesting conversations in the elevator. Hey Pax, how's it going, man? How is Romania? Your secret loading screen. RX moving position. I warned him, Kami. Poor Romanians. Country with a rich history and reduce them to being vampires. I don't mind loading screens in general, although when games find clever ways to avoid them, I'd like to point them out and appreciate them. Interesting. Oh, cool. It's a puzzle. No, Romanian vampires would be OG vampires. Weak against garlic. Can't cross rivers. Need to ask for permission to enter your home. Huh, very good, Kami. Three Metroids have been stolen. Huh. Must be the Dark Hunter. I don't know who else would have. Interesting. Probably more over here, right? Boost symmetry for target practice. Creating brain functions in a cycle. It's pretty dark for a Nintendo game. Is Metroid games rated T or E? I would expect E. Let's see, so one goes up, one goes down, I think. I would take it back up. I think we want to make a ladder, but let me go down there and explore. Oh, really, Kami? I didn't even see that there was one. I haven't played Diablo 3 since Season 3 started, maybe? The end of Season 2? End of Season 2. Waiting for them to add some more stuff. So let's assess which. That's the exit we want to take, right? Is that like an energy tank up there? Because we want to get that first. Yeah, let's get the energy tank. So this one needs to go up to 3, and that one needs to go to 2. Middle one will be 2 regardless. Ooh, Horadric Cube. Can you post the link, Kami? I might take a look at it after stream today. Or like while grinding in Earthbound Beginnings. Can't really escape it. I wasn't expecting any major Diablo work until the next expansion. I believe the team has been pretty gutted, what I hear. Let's get moving. Let's get moving, girl. Up we go. I mean, it would. I'm not like insulting Blizzard by saying the team has been gutted. It would completely make sense. Like, there are no microtransactions in Diablo. It can't possibly be a big moneymaker for them compared to Hearthstone or Heroes of the Storm or WoW. Like, I almost want them to just add some cosmetic microtransactions and like stash tabs for purchase already, so they can make some money off the game and actually devote some more resources to it. You know. Right. I guess I would put it as I would be surprised if the team hasn't been gutted just based on those reasons. It's an interesting area for speedrunning. And that gives us a shortcut to get out. How convenient. What we got here? Or entry. Security breach. 500 teleports into the base at will. Yeah, so I continue to think that if the Dark Hunter has the same color scheme as Metroid Prime and eats Phazon, then it probably is Metroid Prime. I like that they changed Samus's stance in the save points. In Metroid Prime, she's just like looking all heroic. Here she's just like tired. Brimstone Ally. Don't have anything to do with Brimstone yet, I think. Oh. They made these turrets a lot more manageable than Metroid Prime 1. Now it was a... There you go, Brimstone apparently is missiles. So you can alter a method to access. I will do that. Calcium energy reactor. I like how it kind of looks like a giant energy tank. Door with dark energy. Maybe I'm gonna get the dark energy. This looks like a boss room though. What's up, buddy? Right, it looks like a super energy tank. crap. Yeah, you just fly around all creepy like that. That's great. Based on your genetic material, she wears a version of the various suit. Cool. This arena reminds me of the Revolver Ocelot fight in Metal Gear Solid 1. Yep. It isn't. I don't know if it's unique to Nintendo, but it is a easy easy plot trope, right? And a fun one too. It's always fun fighting like Evil You. Okami had this too, right? Where you fight Ninetales, which is basically evil Amaterasu, with evil brush techniques. I'm pretty sure there's a TV Tropes article on it. Ah. Got her. I haven't played Command Mission. Is it good? Phase on.
Recording to logbook.
Oh, cool. Is it is it a fan game? Don't have dark energy yet. I'm working on that. Ha! About to get it though. Increase the expansion of the universe. Oh, cool. Right on. I'll have to check that out. I don't know why I've never heard of it. Like they make you use it to get out of here. Hey girl, hey. Here. So they're gonna have to teach us that this probably doesn't work on the ing, right? Oh, interesting. It's Grenadier. Cool. Thanks. I played X1 and X2 and a little bit of X3 and none of the other X games. Something I tend to do on stream when we get Franchise Day up and running. Probably don't want the dark beam here. In fact, I can't even shoot it here. Unless it was what you were just talking about, that number 10 in the bottom right corner. I didn't even notice it, actually. Can't open white doors yet. That is a good tip. Thank you, D-Rock. Was new from Metroid Prime 1. Y'all are out there cringing as I fire the gun for funsies. Tornado Tunyon, are you serious? Multiple organ failure and death. Ugh. Is it as bad as Mega Man 8? Dark Preed. I ultimately want to go up there. I think that's Progress Town. Work on it. Oh, don't stand in the phazon, apparently. Destroy his own forces. Parasitic infection. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Ha. Yo yo, D-Rock. Yo 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 and a bottle of bro. Brimstone. I did that one. There we go. Dark beam. Like the health regen inside of the bubbles is just enough to offset the amount of damage you take traveling from bubble to bubble. Shepherd. The 1 o'clock schedule update. In 1 hour, we'll be switching to Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. from 2 to 4 Pacific. And then from 4 to 6, we've got more Earthbound Beginnings. You click on this link and see what you're talking about. Whoa. Okay. No. That took about 2 seconds. I'm good. Right. Have I fought these things before? I don't know. Oh, I guess I have. Alright. Interesting. Chest armor is compromised in multiple high energy strikes. It's the way back into the light world, right? Light energy. Ah, okay. Asmodan, you'll never find me. You'll never get past my, you know, wave of demons. Oh, you got past my wave of demons. Well, no matter. Oh my god, shut up. The reason Diablo 2 worked is because the enemies didn't talk to you. They didn't call you on their cell phone to taunt you constantly. Well, I see a dark energy crystal up there. I don't think there's anything else to scan, so we'll just go. Aha! Cool. Yeah, exactly. So, have you heard the Diablo 3 equivalent of the indoctrination theory? Which I won't go into detail for, as it's a spoiler. But the Diablo 3 theory is that Belial doesn't die at the end of Act 2, because it would be really, really stupid if the Lord of Lies was as obvious as he is in Act 2, right? And that Act 3, Asmodan is not well, it's not Asmodan at all when he calls you on the cell phone. It's actually Belial trying to move you to eliminate Asmodan for him as a competitor. And similarly, you really do fight Asmodan at the end when he stops talking, but all the cell phone calls are from Belial lying and pretending to be him. And then Act 4 is the same thing. When Diablo's taunting you, it's actually Belial, and Belial's going to be the real big bad. Oh, grats, bossy. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to be playing Earthbound Beginnings in 3 hours. Continuing from where we left off a couple Mondays ago, when it got released. Or what? That was last Monday, wasn't it? Yeah. We probably have a little bit of grinding to do. We just got Lloyd in the party. That's right, he finished Season 3 of Thrones. Kratz, indeed. Oh god. Alright, don't fall in the Azon. Got it. I get the thing? It's not a thing, it's a crystal. Boss, are you gonna do a no-death playthrough of Earthbound and Mother 3? In honor of recently beating Mother 1? Numerous fatal wounds in the back. Call from spacebar weaponry. Punishment for cowardice. Interesting. Light beacon. Awesome. Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, you can beat Earthbound with a no death with no grinding. Really, the hardest part of the whole game is the first until you have to be Captain Strong, or really until you get Paula in your party and have 2 party members. Until then, it can be pretty tough. Want or Unette in general is pretty challenging. I almost avoided game overing in Mother 3. I think I died against the barrier trio. That was the one boss that got me finally. There's one more lock we gotta find around here somewhere. Oh, we don't want to do that. What we're doing is not making sense. Like FF4 hard type for the Super Nintendo. I got my collector's edition items for Heaven's Word today. The Baron circlet and the Baron helmet, or earrings or whatever, and like the flavor text mentions from back in the day when 2 was 4 and 4 was 2. That was cute. Yeah, the super weapons are the worst. They're all like 1 in 128 or 1 in 256. Just sit and grind for the Sword of Kings forever. But by virtue of doing that, you'll outclass all the other content just from all the experience you'll get trying to grind it out. But it's over here behind these crates. Well, if you're talking no death run, you usually exclude like unavoidable scripted deaths. Also, I think, Bossy, when you talk about no death, you mean no game over, right? So if like a party member is knocked out, that doesn't count. Yeah, Sword of Kings, farm it up. When we did the Earthbound playthrough, I was like, man, wouldn't it be funny if we like randomly got a Sword of Kings to drop? I've sat there and farmed it up before, and we got into a fight that had a Super Starman and like one of the Atomic Robos or something. The Atomic Robo also has a 1 in 128 drop that's something stupid. It's like a meteorite or something. And we get in this fight, and it said, after the battle, the enemy dropped the president. I was like, oh my god, it dropped! And it was the stupid Atomic Robo thing, not the Sword of Kings. Yeah, no game over was what I thought. No death, so characters cannot get KO'd. That's a different animal, especially when you get the level 1 characters. Light energy can clear the crystal, okay. Inkclaw. Deadly vapor, that's cool. Also note in here? I don't think so. Nice, D-Rock. You're talking about a PK hack from Starman.net? Teleport is in the desert. It's actually it's like in the middle of Foresight, basically. Like you leave Foresight and go back to Talarama's cave. So I'd say it's maybe 60% of the way through the game, 50, 60. So not early. Yeah, PK hack. Those are the days. Kid Marsted making Earthbound hacks that no one would ever play. Pretty cool tool though. See how much the Earthbound community loved that game. Might make a just general policy. Spoilers are okay. I mean, I guess besides from excessive spoilers. If I've already played the game live on stream, Earthbound was one that we played at the very beginning. It's in the list of completed games. So yeah, don't worry about mentioning spoilers for Earthbound. Right. I guess that until that point, Mega Man, there's not... How would I put this? There's not a lot of areas that are super far from each other. Like, Threed and Tootson are right next to each other, and it's not... You really don't have any reason to walk all the way back to Onett. Crap. Slash... Part of them gating the content is they don't want you to be able to freely teleport to Winters. Can I even kill those things? I don't know if I can. I can try to. Oh, I guess I can. Oh, and they're there to serve as dark ammo sources, basically. That's cool. Yeah, but you can walk or take the bus, and it's not too bad. Oh, crap. Kill those ones too, didn't I? So, Bossy, I grinded for the Gutsy Bat for a really long time, using, before the internet, right? Or before I had easy access to the internet. Assuming that the strategy guide for Earthbound was correct, which says that the Gutsy Bat drops from the Krakens in the Sea of Eden, which is a very small area in Magicant. You're only there for a few minutes. There's only like 3 Krakens there. So I assume that you had to go all the way through Magicant without saving, get into the Sea of Eden, try killing all 3 Krakens, and if they didn't drop it, reload your save and try again. That is incorrect. They actually dropped from the Bionic Krakens in the final dungeon. But I didn't know that. Heck yeah, D-Rock, for sure. Okay, good. So now I see that the light beam also has ammo. Oh, it's got a cool little rainbow. Nice. The enemies with the dark beam to earn light ammo. Cool. Like the black mage. It's a really neat mechanic. Big fan. Oh no, I knew you knew that, Bossy, since you mentioned the Starman Deluxes. I'm just saying this is something I didn't know as a kid, because the strategy guide misled me. Strategy guide was wrong. Lightning will disrupt and destroy the target. Cool. 40 more minutes. We're switching to Xenoblade Chronicles 3D for 2 hours. Then Earthbound Beginnings from 4 to 6. D-Rock, we had some show-only friends over when we got to that episode, and I set up a camera on my laptop and secretly recorded the reaction. A lot of people did, actually. You can look them up. Look up name of the event reactions. Oh. Chillax, buddy. No one got time for your nonsense. That looks like doing that makes a permanent crystal. It's good to know. Yeah, I guess Mega Man, if you're still around, can you give D-Rock the now's the time to step out heads up? We'll see how far I get. The hell is that thing? Temple key. Oh, okay. Cool. I see. Cool. Anything back here? Wonder how I get down there. Might not be obvious. Is it permanent when you hit it with the... Yeah. Maybe. We'll see. I'm sure there's a boss fight in this room. Yeah, Bossy, Earthbound's my all-time favorite game. I am enjoying Xenoblade so far, though. Cool, sounds good, D-Rock. The Prison Island, if you do stick around for any of Xenoblade. That was just a bunch of regular ing? I guess we'll see. Oh, gross. Tried to possess me. Like how you can use that on ambient enemies to trigger it. Web trap. Kill the ing that commands it. Okay. Got another key. Can't get through that green door yet. Super missile. Okay. Do not have one of those yet. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid spoilers since it's my first playthrough. I appreciate it. Darkling Tentacle. Is it not the same thing? I think it is. There we go. Perma crystal, it's exciting. Appreciate it. Alright, let's see. Let us see. Haven't gone northwest up there. Probably where. Let's head up in that direction. Yeah, it's a little irritating actually. I like it's a cool idea. I don't know if it ends up being particularly fun. Like I feel like if you're gonna do an ammo limiting system, it should be interesting. I guess the interesting component is having to switch between light and dark, and not just saying, "Hey, I'm just gonna use light all the time." So it's not entirely bad. I'm still super missiles, I think. Did you ever get it to drop, Bossy? I've never seen the Gutsy Bat drop. I've gotten every other item in Earthbound, but because of my aforementioned misunderstanding, somebody pointed out to me on stream that I was wrong, that it wasn't the Sea of Eden enemies. And I was like, are you serious? I just paused and stared at the screen for a little bit as I processed that information. You gotta be joking me. I want to go right. Get somewhere where I can think. Hold on. Alright, I guess it doesn't matter whether we go up or down, but... what's the door we want? Oh, that does a lot of damage. Be more careful next time. Oh wait, hold on. How do I use super missiles? It's different from the old one. Weapon system. Did just get a missile weapon, didn't I? I thought I did. Am I crazy? No, I might be crazy. Unless if it's these light missiles. That sounds awesome, Bossy. I'd love to see that. So I just got some kind of missile upgrade, and I don't know what it did. If someone could tell me. Want to look it up real quick for me? In the meantime, I'm going to try to go... I think I'm just going to go back to the non-Dark World. Was it just an ammo recharge station? It might have just been an ammo recharge station that I thought was... yeah, I thought it was like an upgrade, but it wasn't. We don't know what the gray doors are yet. Disregard. I'm crazy. Start streaming Earthbound about 4 months ago and make good friends with D-Rock, and then pay him for it. That's how I got my Ness amiibo. Thanks again, D-Rock. I appreciate that, man. It was really the only one I wanted when they first announced them, and they had to go and make it a damn vendor exclusive with GameStop. Yeah, right. I'm going to be back in 1 minute. 1 second, throw up the BRB. Hey, Ice Beam, good to see you again. How's it going? No, I mean, if you enjoyed it, good for you. Still don't think they should have turned it over to Team Ninja. Don't have the best track record for respecting other people's properties, you know? Hyrule Warriors is a pretty fun game, but it's got a lot of problems. Okay, don't have the magnetic trail of the spider ball yet. Here, good to see you again. Happy Tuesday, I pray. Let's see. We just want to go right at the moment. The main advancement we got from going in there is the light beam. Yeah, the problem with Hyrule Warriors is it's a Dynasty Warriors game, and once you've played 5 hours of Dynasty Warriors, you've played every Dynasty Warriors game. Not a lot new happens after that. The story of Other M is pretty atrocious. Is the gameplay that bad? I mean, I hear it's like the older Metroid games, like 2.5D, right? Which I would be down with in general. Alright, let's make it back to the Aegon Temple, I think. Start. Oh, that's clever. Cool. Very neat. I don't like that they take away Samus's agency. She's one of the best female protagonists because she's awesome on her own, you know? She doesn't need to rely on anybody else. It's kind of a slap in the face making her subservient to a male character in the game and giving her the emotional traumatic issues with Ridley. It's inappropriate. It is usable for blowing something up. I'm not sure what it is just yet, so we'll come back here. That might have been the thing we had to blow up. I guess we'll see soon. That's pretty neat. I think we have the space jump now too, which we didn't have when we first came in this room. Yeah, exactly, Katie. You guys have heard of the Bechdel test, which every movie doesn't need to pass. It's a test of movies and TV shows. It's the idea of, is there a scene in the movie where two female characters are talking to each other and the subject of conversation is not another male character? Like, it's totally fine to have movies that fail that test. Like, you could make, I don't know, Band of Brothers. It's a war movie, right? It's about a bunch of guys. There aren't really any women in it, so it's fine that that movie fails it. But it's a good test on average to show you the health of media, and it's shocking how many movies and TV shows completely, utterly fail that test. Like, they'll have their female characters, but they're only strong in the context of strong male characters, and that's unfortunate. Yeah, I agree, Ice Beam. I don't think any of the Final Fantasies really need a remake. I guess if any of them need one, the one that needs it the most needs it, the one that would warrant one is 7 because it was made with, the Square team not really knowing how to do 3D well. 8 and 9 look fine for the era, but I don't know if the resources are warranted. I'm still, still gonna play it. I'm sure it'll be exciting to play. Let's see. There's a door up there. Oh, I think we should want to turn right first. Go into that main temple area first. Yeah, it's important to remember that the Bechdel test doesn't say every movie should pass this, because that's absolutely not true, but, like, more movies ought to pass it on average than actually do. See, well, I don't think that that makes the Bechdel test stupid. I think that makes people stupid, which is true no matter what, right? Yeah, Earthbound is exactly the kind of game that they should never do a 3D remake of. The whole point of Earthbound, in my opinion, I pointed this out when we were playing it, is that Earthbound is intentionally nostalgic. It is the first retro game. Earthbound for the Super Nintendo is attempting to emulate the visual style of Mother 1, Earthbound 0, for the NES. And the same for Mother 3. Mother 3 tries to look like Earthbound, Mother 2. There was Earthbound 64 for a while. It wasn't finished. Some of the same story elements from Mother 3. Let's try the 2 different rooms here now. The Hobbit doesn't pass. Well, I don't know if the Hobbit should pass. The source material, it doesn't have any female characters. Lord of the Rings should probably pass, but it doesn't. Yeah, it's definitely not a indicator of quality, Kami. It's just an indicator of, like, how do people think about writing stories when they're thinking about characters? Are they writing female characters to be foils for male characters, or are female characters just being created organically? Like, what's the famous thing that George R. R. Martin said? Someone asked him, "How do you write such good female characters?" He said, "Well, I start on the assumption that women are people." And they behave like people, like, don't do anything special. And it feels like a lot of writers are trying too hard. Blast shield, power bomb. Okay, yellow doors are power bombs. Got it. Yeah, no, exactly, Mega Man. It is not. I guess the problem with the test is that anytime you describe something as a test, most people are idiots and they want to say, let's not appreciate this from a quantitative perspective and think about what the data means. Let's look at it qualitatively or quantitatively and just say, how many pass and how many fail. Black and white. Pass is good, fail is bad. Pass isn't always good. Yeah. Yeah, but I say that error is on the idiots who did that shit to Joss Whedon and treated Joss Whedon that way, not on the test. It's like saying that, like, because social Darwinism is inspired by Darwinism is inspired by natural selection, therefore natural selection and Darwinism are bad. No, the idiots who came up with social Darwinism are bad. But the idea itself isn't a bad thing, even if they're using it incorrectly. Okay, so that's a new area I haven't been to, but I kind of want to go back and get that energy tank. We got 13 more minutes of Metroid Prime 2, followed by some Xenoblade Chronicles, and then after Xenoblade Chronicles we're doing Earthbound Beginnings from 4 to 6 Pacific. Very good, bossy. I'm pretty sure I can get up there. The best Street Fighter. Oh, come on, really? Is it just barely out of reach on purpose? There we go. The answer is no, it wasn't just barely out of reach. Just gotta press the bomb at exactly the right moment, I guess. This might not actually be the way we're supposed to do this. Right. You raise a good question. Guess it's kind of like all the different versions of Street Fighter 2. Hey, so Kami, is there anything in Heaven's Word that like you're super hyped to? You said you finished everything, right? You finished all the main story. Anything I should be really excited about? I guess maybe you can't tell me without spoiling any of it for me. Oh, interesting. Okay, I think we can do this now. Well, we know what to do. Let's try to blow this guy up, though. Everything? Okay, very good. Interesting. I wonder why you hate Moogles. Okay, there's a little door in there that we want to take. Let's try that again. Oops. Oh, you never played Street Fighter? Yeah, you gotta get on that, bossy. I think we already talked about it. If you've never played Chrono Trigger, you should fix that ASAP. I think, is Chrono Trigger on the Wii U Virtual Console yet? I think it is. I think it's the Super Nintendo version. If you can get the DS version, try to. It has some like extra content. Come on. I think you can still find OG DS games on sale at like GameStop. They tend not to remove them from stock because they're so easy to stock they take up so little space in the store. Okay. We want to go past that. Wait for the rock to come back. There we go. Energy tank acquired. Oh man, Moogle Town. Yeah, I'm super stoked for that. Do we know what purple doors are yet? We do. We do not, so we can't go that way anyway. Oh god, Kami. Nice, Mega Man. I have the DS, DS Lite, 3DS XL, and now a new 3DS XL. Let us know when you play it, Bossy. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. I always like hearing people's thoughts on their first playthrough of that game. Okay, so there's nothing new in there. This is just a shortcut. Might be another dark world that we have to go to. Though I might go take the elevator. Why don't we go do that? I go forward and then right. I've actually never played the DS version. We already played the Super Nintendo version on stream, so when we do, we'll do a second quest playthrough of Chrono Trigger. We'll play it on DS. Ain't nobody got time for y'all. That's a smart way to handle it, Kami. I know that that was kind of a problem in WoW when they had flying mounts where it would just kind of trivialize the zone exploration, but it sounds like you need to explore the zone on foot once before you can trivialize it, right? It's sort of like, you know, having to get to the Aetheryte crystal once before you can do it permanently. So we haven't been in that blue door on the right. I'm going to check that out. Got 4 minutes left of Metroid Prime 2, and we're going to be switching over to... it's probably a Dark World thing, right? Yeah. But I can't get in there yet. Probably get there from the Dark World. Is there a portal near here? No. Let me hit the save station while we're close to it. We might just leave that save up. And then check out the temple grounds from there. I have not played Skies of Arcadia. I hear it's good though, so it's definitely on the list. Nothing RNG based, Bossy. You can 100% the game. Actually, when I did a playthrough on stream, I 100%ed it. There's no like 1 in 128 drops. It's all deterministic. There's plenty of side quests to do, but you can do the whole thing 100% in maybe 30 hours or so, 30, 40 hours on a second playthrough. Maybe more if it's your first time playing it. Chrono Trigger is like the perfect length and depth, I think, for a JRPG. Skeeven, welcome. Yeah, so in 3 minutes I'll be shutting down Metroid Prime and we'll boot up Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. 2 to 4. 4 to 6 is Earthbound Beginnings, also known as Earthbound 0 or Mother 1, the prequel to Earthbound for the NES. That was recently released for the Wii U Virtual Console. Yeah, if you want to do anything other than the perfect ending. It is Rhine time, or rather it's about to be. Are there white or dark doors here? I haven't been to that area at all. Holy crap, there's all kinds of areas I haven't been to here yet. There's not any really white or black doors though, so this might not be where we need to be. Let's see. Let's head to this. In the interest of not confusing myself next time I play, I'm just gonna keep the save point I just made. Since we won't be playing this probably until next week, Monday and Tuesday. Alright. Alright, give me a couple minutes here to switch over to the 3DS.